I think we'll start. Adopt most comfortable sitting or lying down posture according to your comfort. Making the meditation is our responsibility. And only if people can attend in at least few people, 10 plus, would be good. Otherwise, also fine. When one person also will take a class or meditation. So let us relax. We'll make it as a journey of mind and thought to bring it within through the process of meditation. The psychology of meditation is to cultivate a single thought. Meditation is a natural necessity for the soul. When we meditate, we get a fresh mind, and the mind rises from the body-mind concept to the infinite self, where you have an access to a different plane of consciousness. And will discover innovative ways of meeting challenges of daily life. Somewhere Shankaracharya says that meditation is a source of friction that kindles the fire of knowledge, which completely burns up the fuel of ignorance. So let us meditate. Meditation is derived from the word meditare in Latin, which means to heal. As I mentioned, psychology to derive to a single point. For this single point, we have to do dharana. Dharana is some point of focus. So let us focus our attention on the breathing. Simple, intuitive focus on the breathing. Gentle breathing in and relaxed breathe out. Gentle breathing in and relaxed breathe out. Focusing on the breathing is one form of meditation which was adopted by Buddha. We call it as Anapanasati. Interestingly, people want to divert and change the Buddhist philosophy and the Hindu philosophy. But the first meditation technique of what Lord Shiva taught to Parvati was this. Out of Vijnana Bhairava Tantras, 112 meditation techniques. The first one was being aware of breathing. So interesting. On this mindfulness breathing, there are more than 194 research articles. So the story is to make your logical mind accept and acknowledge the power of meditation. Slowly being aware of breathing. Close your eyes. Closing your eyes, being aware of breathing the first thing what we experience is more distraction if we are new to the meditation. That's all right. That's very much acceptable. Let us experience that. So, a feeling of throat clearing, a feeling of thoughts want to experience the external senses, feeling of not in comfort at the physical body are the common initial hurdles of meditation. Let it be. Let us accept it. Simple breath awareness with a story, a simple story, simple philosophy, which makes us experience the relaxation response indirectly. So be attentive to the words and experience deep relaxation from within. Every spiritual process has three stages. The first stage, where the seeker seeks impulsively to find an expression by doing outward acts of worship and adoration. His or her God is outside. They resort to temples, churches, images, symbols, songs, hymns, chanting, fasting, pilgrimages. It's an effort to capture an intimation of the eternal through the concrete and the gross. Feel the story, feel where we are striving. After this phase of seeking, that's the first stage, the kindergarten of religion. Second stage is an inward contemplation, just like how you're internalizing the senses and trying to contemplate on your breath. Similarly, the seeker feels the presence of God within. In this phase, there is a little external expression and very little noise associated with the phase one. This is where the true religion begins. Purer and purer heart, just like what you're experiencing right now, will increase the ability to experience the pull of divine within. the joyous communication of the soul with God. And every practice of meditation will become delightful. Right now, what you're experiencing is like a pause or the silence between the music. It is absolutely important for us to acknowledge and experience the music. Your breathing has become very automatic, relaxed, synchronized. When synchronized breathing, it can reduce the number of thoughts. As two of the research says, if we block the source of five sense stimulation through majorly from the eyes and from the ear, we're able to reduce significant number of thoughts. So what you're experiencing right now is that. And the story goes on. The stages of spiritual life, first phase, first stage, second stage, and third stage. Third stage, you feel the fullness of realization. The seeker sees God within, in contemplation and also without. The seeker can see the God in the field of action. So whatever he or she does in their day-to-day life will be the fullness of realization. The practical application of this is when you are able to enjoy the joy of meditation with the eyes closed, and time by and by, due to experience and increase in your insight, you will be able to experience the meditative state even when you are in action, even when you have opened your eyes. So interestingly, I call this as open eye meditation, where you're not giving just some time for meditation, but you are into the meditation throughout. And for your object of adoration or Ishta Devata, your breathing becomes the prayer. And every process of any spiritual journey goes through these three stages in any religion. And this spiritual thriving, several thousands of people, few of them strive for perfection of these three stages. Out of thousands of that striving for perfection, very few realize the truth of my true being. And then at that stage of realization, all those beautiful slokas or the self-realized verses will come to the minds of that seeker. Like for Vivekananda, it is renunciation and service. Just single motto. Bahujana hitaya, bahujana sukhaya. So feel that by simply listening to a story or philosophy, by being attentive, you are full of dharana. And this dharana of being able to focus on your breathing itself transcends into a meditation. For few seconds during the storytelling, feel your body is experiencing a complete deep relaxation. There is a release of endothelial nitric oxide into your bloodstream that has the opposite effect as that of stress response. This endothelial release of nitric oxide, what we call it as the relaxation response, is a wonderful coping skill that we need to adopt for parasympathetic stimulation as and when required for you, and you choose a suited meditation technique for your kind of mind. You're experiencing a withdrawal of the senses where the mind rests and rejuvenates. And this sensory withdrawal, we can call it as self detachment. So, this self detachment, what you are experiencing right now, will increase your general perception of the mind. When there is an increase in the general perception of mind, it produces a clear self perception, a clear self perception into this meditative feeling or meditativeness is like in-breathing of the soul. So you have touched upon or experiencing the soul aspect through this. Psychologically, you are experiencing a powerful cultivation of single thought. And in this cultivation of single thought, there is less effort or it is effortless. So all the worldly knowledge can be acquired through a single thought concentration technique. And for you to experience a suprasensory perception, a perception beyond five senses, it needs to be non-logical and effortless. That is possible by the meditation. And any object of adoration or object of focus you give, we can make meditation out of it. So with this experience of deep relaxation, you direct that deepening of relaxation throughout the body It is like you are transcending beyond the body mind complex towards your in breathing of the soul or autonomic nervous system. And beyond that is what you connect with your infinite self. In this infinite self, there are different planes of consciousness, different stages of mind. And if you can receive that plane of consciousness in your physical being or in your mind, you can conceive new ideas, new work, new perception, which will be useful for yourself. And based on what you have acquired a knowledge throughout these many years, with the blessing or insight of the newer rise of consciousness, you can do the best job for the place where you're working in. And this innovativeness or this creativity is the gift of the in-breathing of your own soul. Let us hope that you experience a new plane of consciousness and discover innovative ways of meeting the challenges of your life and your workplace throughout this week. Let your work be successful. Let your work be accepted, acknowledged by your team lead. Let your work get transformed into the beneficial module or innovative formula or diet to the beneficiaries or the clients. Let us grow with this Saraswati of your knowledge and let the leaders of the company which you are working in make wealth out of it in the way they are striving for. So this brings in the contentment of you being into this organization and contentment for the leader to make your presence used better for the organization. With this clarity of self-perception and self-detachment, let us come back to body consciousness. The experience of floating feeling is what the ultimate goal, what we might have experienced. Slowly come back to body consciousness. Take a deep breath in, relaxed, breathe out. Be aware of your physical body. Gently move your fingertips, toes. Stretch yourself if you can. Right now, you have experienced a restoration of your well-being at the physical, mental, spiritual levels by you just focusing on your breathing and reaching to your inner core of your soul or your autonomic nervous system. Is a partly an extension of your soul, which is in line with universal mind. Have a good day to you. Take care of yourself.
Good day.
So come back to complete consciousness. Totally alert, totally relaxed. Have a good day. Namaste.